Happy Thursday. Can you believe it's already Thursday? Sorry that I'm late getting moving. I had to Good morning, shop with Danny. Good morning, Nietzsche. How are you? Welcome, Anne. I was on a phone call for a long time. Tanny Collab, good morning. The Crazy Beat Lady, good morning. How are you, Donna? Malachi's Madhouse. Congratulations on your first show. Good morning. Gyre's Closet. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. So good morning. I'm not going to be on for long because I got to make another phone call after this is over. I had to call telehealth because I have to see a doctor in person. But our healthcare system isn't perfect. I will say that. Our healthcare system isn't perfect. I don't need to bankrupt myself in order to get all the tests that I need in order to figure out what's wrong with me. Good morning, Sandy. But it's not perfect. So they say go to an urgent care center. But thanks to COVID, the urgent care centers that used to be at hospitals um, or near hospitals are virtually gone in rural areas. Like doctors, the burnout that happened in the healthcare system really affected us in rural areas. A few little bumps. Good morning. And good morning, Chris. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? So it's not perfect. I don't need to bankrupt myself, but they're like, can you drive to the urgent care clinic? The nearest one is Port Perry or Curtis. So Malachi's Madhouse said we waited 4 years to get a family doctor. Yeah, I'm on the list. I'm on the list for a family doctor, but and I have to get my husband added to the list I think he has to unconnect himself to his current doctor, but his current doctor doesn't answer the phone. So, and my husband hates waiting on hold anyways. Holly Med, good morning. So anyways, so the vertigo is still here. It won't go away. I've got an updated prescription, but I have to see someone in person to rule out anything else that it could be. Good morning, Savak. I'm good. I hope I said that right. I apologize if I didn't. So I'm just going to quickly do an update and then I got to go back on hold. Malachi's Madhouse, yes, his family doctor is in Oshawa and he hasn't seen him in well over a decade. But if you're on a doctor's list, you are stuck with that doctor until you take yourself off that doctor's list. So that doctor has been paid every year for my husband and his kids that he also doesn't see, and he makes it near impossible to book an appointment. His secretary does not answer the phone. Even when she's sitting at her desk, you'll see her. She'll be typing, and when she's typing, she doesn't answer the phone. So it's like an odd chance. You are not allowed to leave a voicemail message. So it's all part of. I mean, he gets enough appointments. She fills them up. She answers the phone until all of his appointments are booked, and then she doesn't answer the phone very often for the rest of the day. So yeah, I know. I mean, I've told him to get rid of that doctor for 13 years now. So anyways, he needs to see a doctor because he's getting up there in age. He needs to get all the things done. My doctor was part of a family health center program. And so it's meant to be for people who live in that geographical area. Because he doesn't get paid he gets a salary from OHIP as opposed to gets paid per head. So he's actually able to take his time with patients and treat us like humans. I would like a nurse practitioner. To be honest, I would love a nurse practitioner. That's my dream. Anyways, so I have to get off of here. That phone call was that was almost an hour long phone call. So the next one hopefully is going to be shorter because she had to go through all the assessments and ask me all the questions, and just so she could tell me go see somebody in person when I'm like, I know I need to see somebody in person. Where do I go? Malachi's Madhouse says that's who we dealt with, a nurse practitioner. She was fantastic. Yeah, my mother had a nurse practitioner. I got her off of her doctor. The doctor she had ignored her symptoms. Um, and she was getting so much worse, and her doctor was like, I said, like, my mother has dementia, something's like really wrong, we need to look at this. I would go in with her. I would force my way in. I would go in and say, like, you need to listen to me, something's wrong. And he would turn to her and go, well, you look fine, you seem fine, are you fine? She's like, I'm fine, don't listen to her, she's just being mean. I'm like, I'm not being mean. And even when my mom went to was having real problems, he ignored it. And then I took her to Emerge, and they were like, she's had a mini stroke, there's something desperately wrong here. Anyways, so I got her off that, got her to a nurse practitioner, and he was great. But then we moved out here. So um Malachi's Madhouse says once a week they come to out to our rural town office only for people without a doctor. There's a clinic in Peterborough that I'm calling. That's my next call, is to a clinic in Peterborough. Um, there was there is a new Trent Hills Family Health team, but I didn't get on the list fast enough for that. So I have to put myself on a waiting. I'm on a waiting list now. I'm on multiple waiting lists. I'm hoping that I can get someone local. Um, as soon as I get something local, I'm going to end up moving somewhere. You know how it works. Murphy's Law. Anyways, um, Canada Post update. The good news is yesterday they did sit down and meet the two sides. So there still is no Canada Post strike. All is well. Keep calm and carry on. Um, the union provided Canada Post with a contract proposal. So Canada Post is taking that away. They're coming back to the table. Both sides are coming back to the table on Friday and Monday to continue to discuss the contract negotiation. So Canada Post is going to read over the union's proposal and then see where we go from there. So fingers crossed. Good morning, Bead Kind DIY. How are you? The PJ Princess and the Thrifty Shopper. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Feel free to ask your questions and share your shows. The stuff you had was so cute, Bead Kind DIY. I'm looking forward to when I get close to Christmas. I'm not there yet, but closer to Christmas, I'm going to be buying tons of stocking stuffers. I'm just going to like send you a list and be like, this is what I need for stocking stuffers because they're so cute. And I know the kids would love them. Quinn B, good morning. If you haven't checked out Bead Kind DIY has super cute custom with really neat little beads on pens. And I bet you do other stuff too, like like keychains and that too. Good morning, Quinn B. How are you doing? Um, so I won't be on for long because I got to make another phone call, and then I need to be at the antique market before 1:30. So, oh, hang on. Everyone, hang on for a second. I might mute you if I'm about to sell. Hello, Kim speaking. Hello. Oh, yeah, yeah.
To have the medication that you're supposed to be taking. But just looking back at everything, recent travel, I would actually like to ask you to see a doctor within the next 3 to 4 hours. Actually,
Okay, I will. I promise.
okay?
I'm
Yeah.
also saying this live on. So I pinky promise. I didn't put speaker on when you said your name, so it's all good. All right, I pinky promise.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get off this call, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into Campbellford. If you wanna
Okay.
if you wanna send the file, I don't know if you still do that. You can send the file there, and I'll go into Campbellford.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if it's not your family doctor, we actually don't share the file.
Oh, I remember.
We would need to add the provider and everything.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't just
Go
send
ahead.
it to the emergency. Okay. All right. I'll just tell them.
No, we don't do that anymore. Yeah, it's for your confidentiality. But just based on everything you're describing, it's just the fact that it's been sort of like quite a bit of time in terms of the symptoms that you're having. It doesn't sound like you are going through medication.
Yeah.
At this time, you get that much more oral administration.
Okay. All right. I will do that. I'll go in. I'll go in it just
You
in.
understand the information that I provided?
Yes, I understand, and I pinky promise in front of all these people that I'm gonna go
Wonderful.
into. There's only 12 people in the room, so it's all good. I will do that. I will do that right after I finish on here and raid into somebody. I will do that. Thank you. I appreciate you.
And as I mentioned before, call back. Call us back if you see symptoms change or worsen or seek medical attention. Okay?
Okay. Yep, we'll do. Okay. Thank you so
And
much.
just if you're and in terms of the driving, we don't encourage that you actually take yourself.
Okay.
So that would be a family member, a friend, or someone else
Yes.
you're able to
I'll see if Karen up the street's available. I look after her dog, so I'm sure it's a good trade-off.
it sounds like a good trade off.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for taking my call. And as
Okay.
I mentioned before, I'm here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yep, perfect. Thank you so much. Have a great
No
day.
problem.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you.
Okay, everyone. Hi, 5 Acre. Hi, Penelope. Hi, Shitty Plug Vintage. How are you? Penelope Picks. Who else did I miss? Okay, so as you just heard, they're now recommending. It's so good to see your little shitty plug vintage name. So I get to say I haven't said shitty in a while on air, and now I have an excuse. No, that's not true. I was probably talking about tariffs, so I probably used that phrase too. But shitty plug vintage is much better than tariffs. If you haven't checked out plug la, 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 shitty plug vintage, you guys need to. So as you heard, within the next 3 hours, I need to get my butt to emerge just in case. I'm not surprised. I was actually kind of surprised that they told me that I could just go within the next 24 hours to see a doctor, but Ashley's Closet, good morning. So I won't be on for long. I'm sorry, everybody. This is a quick hello, goodbye. So shitty plug, since I got back from England, I have not been well and it's getting worse. And I am like super duper um the vertigo is just really bad. Like even right now, it is really bad. So I have to I did already see I did go to one of those walk-in clinics, the telemedicine ones. And so a nurse looked at me and then we talked to a doctor and I got a prescription. And the prescription was only 10 days. So then I talked to another virtual appointment with a nurse practitioner and she was like, you need to see somebody in person. And so then I just was on the phone for like an hour prior to coming live. I was late coming live because I was on for an hour and on the phone with telehealth, which in Ontario and I think in other parts of Canada now, if you dial 811, it will connect you with a nurse. Thank you, Shitty Plug. I love you. So, um, so yeah, so now I need to go do that. Trying to see if my eyes start going back and forth. They kind of do, but I'm trying not to read. See if they don't. Okay, they seem okay if I'm not reading. So yeah, 811 has great nurses. What's astigmatism? Is that where like um is that it? Oh no, I don't have that. My daughter kind of had sort of had that when she was younger. Sorry, nausea. Um, so yeah. So as soon as I start getting moving, even with the circ in me now, it's still a problem. So I'm gonna have to call and even bad allergies can cause vertigo, which interestingly, the circ that I'm taking is an antihistamine. So it's an it so clearly there's a big connection. But it happened 10 years ago and got super bad and it came with all my other symptoms. Oh gosh, once a year. This this is the first time in 10 years that it's been bad enough that I'm worried. And I'm worried earlier than I was last time because I can see what's coming. And it and both times it's come after I've taken a plane ride, um, which makes it even more challenging. So I'm gonna get off in a minute. So, but feel free to ask your questions and share your shows because she said I had 3 hours to get there. So I want the I want the dogs to play. Thank you, Queen Bee. So we've got time if you want to ask any questions. I can still answer questions. I'm not that far gone. Um, thank you, Shady Plug Vintage says, feel better soon, one day at a time, 1 minute and one breath. Yes. So I just need to find someone to drive me, at least drive me there, or I might just take a taxi. We do have a taxi service in the middle of BF nowhere. We have one taxi company. One taxi company. But yeah, yeah, I will go and get better. I hope. And I need to call the antique market and let them know that I'm not coming. Ooh, the Crazy Bead Lady is having a show tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, selling clip earrings first. Ooh, and then pierced earrings, old new stock. The Crazy Bead Lady has some of the most amazing jewelry you've ever seen. And she is a crafter herself. Not a crafter. You're an artist. You're an artisan. And Linda makes the most amazing statement brooches that oh, they're amazing. They're amazing. Um, I love her stuff. So go check out Linda's show, The Crazy Bead Lady. She's not crazy. She's brilliant. But we love her. We love her dearly. Okay. I'm starting to talk. I'm starting to get a little bit, yeah. Oh, all right. Reduce the stress. Yes, I'm going to get out of there. Okay. Who are we going to raid? Let's see. We haven't gone into somebody in a community chat in a while. So let's look in community and see what we can find. Maybe someone's on in community. Community. Give me someone. Draz is on. It's Draz. We're gonna go to Draz. We're gonna go to Draz. I love you guys. I will see you. I'm sorry that I'm like late and then on top of it I'm leaving, but she did say go go. Oh, thank you, Top Loader. You're so sweet. I apologize that I have to go because I just got told by telehealth that I need to go to the emergency room. So I'm not dying. Oh, thank you. I am not dying. Huge glove save. Ooh, good job with the glove save. Um, but we're gonna go into Draz. We're gonna go into Dana. She's doing another chat show, and she is awesome. So did that work? Yes, it did. So we're gonna go in there, spam her with some. She's only got 8 people in right now, so we're gonna over double. Spam her with a whole bunch of Canada flags so that she knows that Canada raid her and give her lots of love because Dana is amazing. I love you. Yes, hi and bye. Sorry, Dave. Gonna go to emergency. I'm not dying. Please know it, everyone. Please don't spread it around. I'm dying. I just have the vertigo is bad enough now that telehealth is telling me to go to the emergency. And they no longer I'm going to have to tell everybody my story all over again. They know let me just I'm going to rant for a second. They no longer send your yeah. They no longer send your information. So, I feel like I should just have it written. Oh god. I'm going to least my story is going to stay the same so they know that I'm not making it up. Maybe that's why they make you do it. Just to see if you're going to fork up something. Anyways, I love you guys. Let's go raid. Oh, there goes a good bout of it right now. Okay, gotta go. Love you so much. Have a great day.